Hello and welcome to another video by Johnny. Chào các bạn một video khác của Johnny nha. So in this video, we'll be doing the speaking practice again. And well, this is my current class. They are doing their levels. It's about 5.5, 6.5, something like that, like 6.4, 6.0 to 6.5. Sometimes they can get to speaking level 7, but it's not very solid, so I would say 6.0 to 6.5. So class, let's start to speak English now. So Miss Sương will join us very soon. We have Mr. Luan and Mr. Trung. Okay. So once again, I would like to thank Mr. Ngọc Bắc because he has spent time to make this kind of prediction. Speaking IELTS prediction. Okay, class, so let's do part 1 now. Mr. Luan, since you studied with me last year, do you remember what you have to do in part 1, part 2, and part 3? Do you still remember?
I quite remember.
You can still remember, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's talk about bargain now. Mr. Trung, please. So, do you know what bargaining is?
Yes, I'm just searching on dictionary. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Dictionary.
Wait a moment. I need to plug in something. Sorry. Let me plug in my my earphone. Because the sound's a bit strange, you know. Can you say again, Mr. Trung?
Yes.
Alright, good. The sound quality is better now. So what did you search?
Like I'm search what bargain. I'm not sure how to pronounce this word.
Bargain.
Bargain.
Yeah, bargaining means an act that you go to a supermarket. Oh no, you go to the market and then you try to reduce the price of the product down for your own benefit.
Yeah.
So you can get that product, but you pay less. Mặc cả trả giá.
Cheaper, right?
Yeah, for cheaper price, but sometimes I don't think bargaining is that great anyway. So, Mr. Trung, where can you bargain and why?
Usually I'm not bargaining much, especially my parents. They bargain a lot. They usually bargain in like supermarket. No, market, not supermarket. Normal market. And sometimes overseas. Sometimes overseas when we travel to Thailand, to Cambodia, we have those like souvenir market when they can speak a little bit Vietnamese. So my mom tried to bargain to get a cheaper price for the souvenir.
Oh, for the souvenirs, I see. I had to turn off the share screen function because the internet now is not very good. But I think you all have your files, so you don't need to see my screen anyway. Alright, so Mr. Trung, you talk about your mom going to Thailand and try to bargain for a cheaper price?
Yes.
I see. So, where can you not bargain? Mr. Trung, what do you think? Where is it inappropriate to bargain? What do you think?
I think it's supermarket because in supermarket when they try to sell something, they have a retail price, so that is the price that cannot be changed, cannot higher, cannot lower.
Cannot be lower, cannot be lowered.
Yeah.
Không thể bị làm cho giảm hơn được nữa. Cannot be lowered. So the price in supermarket cannot be lowered because you cannot make it lower.
Yeah, cannot be lower.
Yes.
It's just like price that they want to sell to customers. So I think in supermarket we cannot bargain.
I see. Mr. Lun, please. So, do you often bargain,
Yeah.
and why?
Mm, well, I don't often bargain, even in the cheese market.
In the street
And
market,
in the
even in the
cheese market,
street market,
even in the cheese market, where
street market.
cheese market, where there is no fixed price, and the price is decided by the agreement between the seller and buyer. And I don't bargain in a shopping mall or in the supermarket, where
Okay, I see.
there are price tag on each product.
So every product has a price tag already. I see. Mỗi một cái nhãn hàng đều có cái price tag cả. Like cái gọi là cái giá nó đề sẵn cho cái tag đó rồi. Like the price is mentioned in the price tag, so you cannot bargain, I see. So, Mr. Luan, do you think bargaining when buying a property, property, like buying a house or an apartment, do you think bargaining when buying a house or apartment, it's a good thing to do?
I think the bargaining is complicated matter to me, but think positively.
Just think positively.
But think positively, the bargain is good for property.
Yeah,
and,
properties. Yeah.
And valuable things.
Valuable objects such as say a car.
House, for luxury goods.
Luxury goods, I say. But sometimes if you buy them used, you can bargain, right? Nếu mua mà đồ second hand, đồ đã sử dụng rồi, like for example, if you buy a house or property that is not new, it is used, then you can of course bargain, isn't it? Am I right?
Yeah. I think bargain is
bargaining is an act of bargain. Bargaining cái việc gì đó. Yeah.
Your culture in Vietnam, when you buy a second-hand things, but it's very apply for the new.
It's very applicable.
Applicable for new goods.
Applicable, có thể ứng dụng với, có thể áp dụng với. I think it's applicable to what do you say? Yeah.
To buy a new items.
All right. So, Mr. Trung, do you often bargain?
No, I'm not usually bargain.
I don't usually bargain.
Yeah, I don't usually bargain.
Okay,
because,
we have a new student.
I think that is like disrespectful for the
person. It's disrespectful. Very disrespectful, I think.
For like in the company, they spend a lot of money to make their product, and I think they have the best choice for the price that they want to sell. So I think we need to appreciate that and just buy with the retail price. We don't have
just buy with retail price. I see.
Yeah, you don't have to bargain.
I see. So Miss Shun, please. Hello, Miss Shun. How are you?
Yeah, hello, Mr. John.
Yeah, I'm fine. How are you?
A little bit tired
today. I see. All right, let's do speaking practice today because Mr. Trung hasn't done with his writing yet. Anyway, so Mr.
Yeah.
Luan here in this class, he used to be my student before, and now he came back, and now he comes back. All right, Miss Trung. So we are talking about the topic of bargaining. You know what is bargaining? Mặc cả, trả giá, you know.
Yeah.
So, do you often bargain, Miss Trung?
Yeah, sure. I did. Sometimes when I go to the market and buy some clothing, and I do bargaining with the shop owner.
You do bargaining with the shops a lot, I see.
Yeah.
So, do Vietnamese people bargain a lot, Miss Trung? What do you think?
Yes, I think they do because I think it's just like the
Kind of a culture thing,
yeah,
maybe?
the culture thing for the Vietnamese people. Everyone wants to bargain to buy something with the um,
With the best price possible, to get the
yeah,
best deal, right?
best yeah, with the best.
To get the best deal possible. Có thể có được cái deal tốt nhất có thể. To get the best deal
Yeah,
possible, I see.
yeah. For example, in my hometown city, Dong Market is the favorite place where if you want to buy with the good price, you have to bargain a lot.
I see.
Yeah.
All right. So, Mr. Luan, please. What do you think of bargaining? Is it a good thing to do or a bad thing?
Honestly, I think
Honestly,
bargaining is kind of annoying to
of
me.
course it's annoying. Very annoying.
It makes me uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable. Yeah.
In the street market.
On the street market. On
And
street markets.
it
On
make
street
me
markets.
it make me look like a fool, guys.
Make me look like a fool, yeah, because or someone that has lower value, right?
Yeah. And I don't know how to bargain.
So do you let
And,
your wife bargain for you?
And I let my company
Oh,
who go to shopping with me.
who go shopping?
this
Who go
job.
shopping with me?
Yeah, who go shopping with me do this job.
I see. But the nature of bargaining, well, it's bad for the sellers, but it's good for the customer. Do you think bargaining it's a moral thing to do? Đạo đức không? Is it a moral thing? Is it morally correct thing to do?
In my opinion, bargaining is just business. It's not about moral thing or
Just
or
for
something
business,
like
huh?
that.
I see. I see. But sometimes people bargain too much and sometimes they give very insulting prices, Có mấy cái giá mà nó nghe nó muốn như là muốn insult, Insulting prices. Những giá thành những giá mà như muốn xúc phạm vậy đó. Like for example, if a pair of shoes is about say 3 million Vietnam dong, and you ask for the price of 500,000 only, that is insulting price.
You can't determine the actual price.
You can't determine the actual price.
Determine the actual price.
I see. What do you think about this one, Miss Shun? Do you think it's a good or bad thing? to bargain?
I think that's not good because sometimes when the tourists come to Vietnam and they want to buy something, but the shopper the
shopkeeper.
No, I mean the shopper.
Oh, the shoppers. I see.
Yeah. Buy something for them with a high price, and one day they don't know the real price of this thing, just like some souvenir, and they buy them. But when they go to another shop, they realize
shop. They realize that they have been cheated, right?
Yeah, it's very cheap with the price they buy, so they feel very bad, and they comment on the online tourist page sometimes, but that make Vietnam
it makes a country have a bad image, right?
Yeah.
It makes a country bear a bad image. Nó mà làm cho một cái đất nước nó mang một cái tên rất là xấu, một hình ảnh rất là xấu.
Yeah.
It makes a country bear a very bad image.
Yeah,
I see.
Sometimes.
But if the price not fixed, if the price is fixed, then there's no need for bargaining. Am I right?
Yes, that I need. It becomes a bad habit, a bad behavior for the buyer. If for the first time they bargain with the customer and they sell with the high price, and then cái kiểu như lòng tham nổi lên.
And when greed wins over, khi mà lòng tham nó thắng cuộc, when greed win over, yes.
Yeah, they bargain with customer all the time, and that it's not reasonable. They buy something not with a reasonable price for customer.
So it's not a reasonable price for a customer. Miss Sương, can you go closer to your laptop, please? Em ngồi gần cái laptop xíu đi. Can you? Okay, right, that's better. All right, so that's about bargaining. Let's move on to decoration, number 9. You know what decoration is, no?
Yes.
Of course. Decorating your home, decoration of anything, you know. Like, okay, let's talk about this one. Mr. Trung, please. So what's the decoration like in your home?
I think my home is very simple. Like, it's not that much. In the living room, we just have a few pictures hanging on the wall, and a big
painting.
Chậu hoa là gì?
Like a potted plant.
Yeah, a potted plant in the dining table.
You mean or on the dining table?
Yeah, on the dining table.
On the dining table, I see.
And
anything else?
Yeah, not
What's
that
the
much.
color? What's the color of the walls and everything else?
The wall is like white, but almost turned to like brown. Oh, it's like off-white, you know, like yeah,
whitish.
And,
the color is whitish.
Yeah, whitish.
It's like not exactly white, but it's like very white.
Yeah, and my parents do like they put on these.
They put on yeah. What do
like
they put on?
Wallpaper, you know.
They put on wallpapers. I see.
Yeah, with wallpaper with like different design to make the house look more beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, I think that's it. Very simple.
Yeah. How about your bedroom then?
My personal bedroom, I have some picture of myself in the past. Like my mom printed. Yeah, my mom printed out, and I hang it on my wall. Also, my room has like a TV, air conditioner,
Of course,
single
air
bed,
cons,
aircon, yeah, a
air
single bed,
conditioner, yes.
air
Alright,
conditioner.
how about you, Miss Shum? What's decoration like in your home? Think about
At my home,
think about the different
Yeah.
rooms, what's on the walls. Is there any plants or furnitures? What kind of furniture, something like that?
my home is kind of traditional. So my parents are using some furniture. Most of furniture is by wood.
It's made of wood. It's made of wood.
Yeah, it makes
It's
of
made of
wood.
it's made of wood.
Yeah. In the living room, we are using the light color on the wall.
Yeah.
It just keep my a living room more light. And there have a lot of windows in my house.
There are a lot of
There are a lot of windows in my house. And we are planting a lot of house in tree. Tree is how.
You mean indoor trees?
Yeah.
We often say indoor plants, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Những cây nuôi trong nhà, indoor plants, and I see.
And we also have a big aquarium.
An aquarium.
Yes.
An aquarium.
Aquarium.
Bể cá. An aquarium, yes. Oh, I see. So how about your house, Mr. Lun? What's the decoration like in your home?
Well, my home is a traditional house. I have never decided the style of decorating.
You have never decided the style of decoration in your home, right?
Decoration of my home.
Yeah.
So I just searching. I just search the items on the internet and order it and added it into my house. But it seems work in some way. My house now comfortable and cozy.
Now your home is, you know what's the difference between home and house, class?
Yeah, home is
a home includes a house and the people living inside.
People living inside.
Yeah. So somehow you said your home, your house now looks more cozy and comfortable, I see. That's great to hear, you know. So, Mr. Trung, what kind of decoration do you want to have? Of course, you are having now something, but what kind of decoration do you want to have now?
I think for my house, I need more like maybe
lights? Maybe lights.
Yeah, light or some like picture of anything like some like picture we just print and we can hang on the wall to make the house look more attractive, I think. And also in the living room we need to have a bigger TV because
bigger plasma TV.
Yeah, so in the weekend family can enjoy movie together.
Of course, movie nights are excellent.
Yeah,
always.
Movie nights. Having like a big smart TV is really good. Currently my TV is quite small because my family doesn't watch TV that much, so they don't decide to buy a big one. Also, I think my my personal room need to have more like trees. I want like just a fake
You want to
plant.
have a plant, like a fake
No.
plant? No, don't
Yeah,
use fake.
because like I want my room to look more
Alive,
look more green. Yeah, look
of
more.
course.
Yeah,
But why don't you just have, real trees, real plants?
because like in the past, I don't know. I read some article or something.
You read
that
some
say-
articles. You read some
Yeah, I read
articles.
some article that say like planting a real tree in the room may like they can like I'm not sure, I'm not remember, but they
I don't
not
remember,
really,
but
they're not like they cause something to the people, to the person in the room. So
so you mean when having potted plant in the indoor, you mean it's not good for their health or something?
yeah.
Well, I have plants here and I'm still alive,
So I think that's a wrong article, or like I remember it wrong. I'm not sure.
Not all the time. Some plants, they can detoxify, they can detoxify your home. And they're actually good for having inside your home. Let's look at this one. Indoor plants. If you look at this one, you can see there are so many of them. Like, for example, these kind of plant?
Oh wait, I think you're not share the screen.
Oh, I forgot. Never mind.
Yeah.
Forget it. Anyway, so plants are actually quite good. Miss Sue, what kind of decoration do you want to have for your house?
I really like the minimalism style.
Minimalism style.
Yeah. So for me, I'm just want my house have the light color.
I just want my house to have.
Yeah, I just want my house to have a light color in the wall. It help my house lighter and
lighter. You mean lighter to make your home lighter?
Lighter, and I will keep some outdoor tree in my house, and a simple picture in the wall.
On the walls.
Simple picture on the wall, and some kind of
maybe just buy a digital piano and you can ask me. Maybe just buy a piano and you can ask me. I can give you advice, best price possible. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway, well, okay. So, Mr. Lon, please, do Vietnamese people like to redecorate their home? It means like the home has been decorated before, but now you do it again. So, do Vietnamese people like to redecorate their home? What do you think?
I think it depends on personal
preferences.
Characteristic.
Yeah.
Characteristic. And it's not common in Vietnam for people to redecorating their home.
I think the right word is character, not characteristic. Character là cái cá tính. The character, it's like your how you are different from other people in terms of like personality. Characteristic is every little details in your character. So it depends on the character of every person's character, I think.
Because people are usually busy their life and don't have time to puts on redecorating their home.
To redecorate. To redecorate their home.
Yeah.
Redecorate
Redecorate
their home. Oh, that's why a lot of family, their home just looks so boring, you know, monotonous. Like white walls everywhere in Vietnam. White walls, boring doors, like boring furnitures. Oh dear. Okay. Okay, what do you think about this one, Mr. Trung? Do Vietnamese people like to redecorate their home?
I'm not sure. I think it depends because like now they redecorate the home. The home is something that people can do quite easily. Like I think in this and now like redecorate thing, it's just like it just depends on they want to or something.
It just depends on personal interest, right?
Yeah, I think it depends on personal interest. Like some traditional people, they want to keep
minimalistic style, something like that.
Yeah, so they don't want to decorate that much. But for like young people, they want to have a lot of decoration in their house. So they may try to redecorate their home.
Well, but not to the point that your home look like a shop, you know.
Yeah, not that much.
Not that much, like to the point that your home look like a shop, you know. Oh my god, that's terrible. Okay, so Michelle, what's your favorite color when you decorate your home? Or when decorating your home?
I really like the wood color. So maybe in my home I will use some many kind of things made from wood.
Made of wood.
Yeah, made of wood.
And not made in China.
Yeah.
made in my country, not made in China. Oh my god. I hope this video will not get demonetized, you know, because I said bad things. Làm họ mất công bị không được kiếm tiền do nói xấu cho Trung Quốc. Anyway, so okay, so what was your favorite color then? Oh, did you say?
One.
Okay, can you continue, please? Sorry, I interrupted you. Anyway, I think that's enough. We can just go on to part 2 now. Part 2, topic number 6 we did already. So we'll go to number 7. Please go to page 12 out of 36. Page 12. At the end of the page, you can see topic number 7. Describe a person's home you visited that you liked, but you would not want to live in. Miêu tả một cái nhà của một người nào đó mà bạn đã viếng thăm, mà bạn thích nó, nhưng mà bạn lại không muốn sống ở trong đó. You would not want to live in there. You should say where it is, what it is like, why you visited, and explain why you would not like to live there. Be careful, this is all in the past tense, okay? Quá khứ hết nha. And then you also have part 3, like for example, question like this. Do Vietnamese people like to visit others' home? Người Việt có thích đi thăm viếng nhà của những người khác không? Tại sao and why? What do Vietnamese people do when they visit others? Người Việt có làm gì khi họ đi viếng thăm những người khác? What kind of place do people in your country like to live in? Người trong đất nước bạn thích sống ở trong cái loại nơi chốn, nơi ở như thế nào? What's the difference between homes in cities and those in the countryside? Có sự khác biệt nào giữa nhà ở trong thành phố và những cái nhà ở vùng nông thôn không? Okay, this should not be that difficult, I think. I'll give you 2 minutes, okay? 2 phút bắt đầu. Okay, we can start now. Who would like to start first, please? Raise your hand. Okay, Mr. Lon, you first, please. Gentleman first. Describe a person's home you visited that you liked, but you would not want to live in, please. Your 2 minutes start now.
Okay. Well, I would like to talk about my.
Luôn đi thẳng vào vấn đề luôn, đừng would like. Just go straight into the point. Don't start with that, please. Start again, please.
There was my grandfather's home, which located in Mê Hanoi City. It's a kind of traditional house with a roof, with a roof,
yeah,
made from brick and divided into two rooms in
it
the
divides
same
two rooms. Yeah, it divides two rooms.
It divides two rooms in the same flat. It looks like the cottage house.
A cottage. It looks like a cottage house. I see.
Now, I visit this house. And,
I visited this house. 60 seconds. 60 giây.
Visited this house when I had time to visit my grandfather. I don't like this house because it's not convenient. There was
but the question asked that you visited a person's home and you liked that home. This question is about that you like that home, not that you like that person, you know. Be careful. Or maybe I think you should do it again maybe later, okay? Cái câu hỏi đây nó là miêu tả một cái nhà của một cái người mà bạn đã viếng thăm mà bạn thích. Tức là bạn thích cái gì? Bạn thích cái nhà đó, chứ không phải bạn thích cái người đó nha. It means like it's a home that you like, not the person that you like, okay? But you would not want to live in that home.
But explain why you would not like to live there.
Yeah, you should explain why you should not live there, yeah. Okay, Mr. Lon, you will do it later, okay? Now, Mr. Trung, please. Describe a person's home you visited that you liked, but you would not want to live in.
Yes. So this is my friend's house who lives very close to mine. He's like my neighbor. We live in the same apartment, just different building. Yeah. And in the house, like very, the house was decorated very luxurious.
Luxurious. Yes.
When I just came into the house, I was shocked with how many shoes they have in their shoe drawer in front
the shoe drawers.
No, wait, shoe box. Yeah.
In the shoe box. Okay.
Yeah, shoe box they have in front of their house. Moving in, I see like big TV, like I mentioned before. Like I mentioned.
Yeah.
No, wait.
You did not mention TV. This is someone else's home, not your house. So.
Yeah. It was a big TV that I really want to have in my house personally, and I'm not spending a lot of time in there in his living room because I feel a little bit inconvenient.
Because so you did not spend a lot of time because you felt.
Yeah, I felt a bit inconvenient. So we went to his room, his personal room, and wow, he's like comic book fan or anime fan.
Yeah, you're going abroad. You're going too far now. Come back, please. Why you do not want to live in? Why? Okay.
The main reason is because it's not my home. Like I don't feel comfortable there. I feel a bit shy, like a bit inconvenient. So, and like I in my background, I not usually live in like those luxurious home. I like to live in like simple, traditional, more simple. So I cannot live in there. I just like hanging out, like play, chill for a few hours, and then to come back home.
The word chill, it's not formal for IELTS, remember.
Oh,
Just
so
hang out. Just say
hang
you
out,
hang out and
relax,
to have some fun time with them.
yes. Okay.
Don't say chill, okay? Chill is not a very appropriate word for IELTS, I believe.
Yes.
Okay, very good. Now, Miss Shung, please describe a person's home that you visited, that you liked, but you would not want to live in, please.
Yes, last year in my birthday of my friend, she invited me to come to her home to join the birthday party with her. When I came to her house, it's very
It was very
it really impressed with me.
interesting. It was really interesting,
Yeah.
did you? Okay, it was interesting.
Yeah. She lives in the apartment near the park, but the house is really big with a lot of furniture.
Yeah.
And really convenient with many equipment.
Yeah.
The house, the TV very big. The kitchen have a many kind of machine.
Okay, please move on. Why would you not want to live in?
But it's too much with me.
It's too much for me. It's too much for me.
It's too much for me. I just like to live in a cozy home, not much, not have enough the.
That doesn't have a cozy home. That doesn't have
a lot of plan enough with me. I like to have a garden, but in this house, just have a lot of
plants,
furniture. Yeah. So I really like the condition of this house, and how is convenient, but I just like live in a minimalism style house.
A minimalistic
House
okay.
With enough tree and enough.
I think that's enough. Yeah. Okay, lố 30 giây rồi. You exceeded 30 seconds. So okay. Okay, don't repeat don't repeat ideas. Okay. Đừng lặp lại những ý tưởng này nọ. Nói chung là nêu ra rồi mình không nên lặp lại. If you have talked about it already, don't repeat ideas, I think. Okay, Mr. Lun, your turn again. Please describe a person's home that you visited, that you liked, but you would not want to live in there, please.
I would like to describe my grandfather's house, which I visit a year ago.
Visited a year ago. A year ago.
It was located in Mê Hanoi. It's a kind of traditional house with the roof made from brick.
Made of brick.
And divided to two rooms.
It was divided into two rooms.
Two rooms in the same floor.
On the same floor. Divided into two rooms on the same floor.
On the same floor.
Yes.
I often visit this house when I have time on my holiday occasion.
On my holiday occasion, I see.
I like this house because of it's valuable.
It's valuable because it's valuable.
It's valuable and was built from long time ago. But I don't like to live in this house because of inconvenience.
Because of the inconvenience, right? Inconvenience of it. Okay, good enough.
I don't see any utility in this house.
You mean you don't see any you don't see any convenience living in there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, don't talk too much in part 2, okay? You can talk a lot in part 3, but you need to be careful with the time limit in part 2. Okay, just be careful with the time limit in part 2, okay? Now, very good. Let's move on to part 3 now. So, Mr. Trung, please. Do Vietnamese people like to visit others' home, and why? Why and why not?
I think people in Vietnam, they do visit someone's home when like special occasion, like Tet holidays. We went to each other's home to have a best wish and earn lucky money. And but on a normal day, I don't think we go to each other's house often. In the weekend, maybe we can go to his house, to her house, to have like a dinner, maybe
to have dinner. Không phải là to have a dinner. To have dinner.
Have
just
dinner,
say to have dinner. Yeah.
To have dinner outdoor, like doing some barbecue, doing some steak, doing some fancy food for the weekend,
steak and
steak.
Fatty food, fried food for the weekends. Just have just have some good time over the pool, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah. So in the weekend or a special occasion, people do often visit each other home. But in a normal day, I don't think people will visit on a normal day because they are busy with their work, with their study.
All right, good. So, Miss Shun, please. So, what do Vietnamese people do when they visit others? What do you think? Yeah.
In my village, when we have some occasion, just like
you mean festivals, like village small festivals, or kind of like parties?
Yeah, some kind of party for in the homes. They will invite their neighbor and their relatives.
Relatives, you mean their relatives?
Yeah, they are relative to their house, and people sometimes they will bring some gifts, just like fruit or cake, and sometimes flowers to the owner house, and people will come around together and eating something, talking and talking about their history, their
current situation and something like that.
Yeah, their current situation, their work, and the situation
there,
at this.
and then of course asking a lot about personal
Yeah,
things
personal
like
detail.
marriage, relationship, how much they earn, something like that. And
Yeah.
it is basically an occasion when people flaunt. You know the word to flaunt?
Oh.
Not yet.
Flaunt, it's a verb. It's a word that you learn from vocab advanced book, you know. Khoe của, khoe khoang. To flaunt their wealth.
Flaunt.
To flaunt
Yeah.
their wealth. Khoe cái của cải của
Yes.
họ. To flaunt their wealth and maybe their achievements too. Like for example, oh, my son and my daughter got admitted to, say, Harvard, for example. You know, that is a very common topic to talk about when people meet each other, you know.
Yeah, sure.
Of course, and that's very annoying. Of course, it's very annoying. So, Mr. Lon, please, what kind of place do people in your country like to live in? What do you think?
Yeah.
Mr. Lon, please.
I think Vietnamese people very keen on
Very keen on
visiting famous travel destination.
You mean famous travel destination?
Travel destinations, especially in holiday occasions.
Especially especially on holiday occasions.
Especially on holiday occasions.
Yeah.
Furthermore, they are also like to visit cultural destinations such as temple, pagodas.
Pagodas.
Yeah.
Temple and pagodas, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's all.
Oh, I see. Wait, but the questions say, what kind of place do people in your country like to live in? Not like to visit, you know? Luôn làm lộn đề rồi, làm lạc đề rồi. You are answering a wrong question. Okay, let's try again. What kind of place do people in your country like to live in? Okay.
I think Vietnamese people like to live in a modern house.
Mm-hmm.
Which kind of house with many utilitized.
What is utilitized?
Tiện ích.
Tiện ích. Basically, tiện ích, it's wait, what is that word again? I forgot. Those are like beneficial things that you have. For example, you have a swimming pool, you have a gym. What are these things called? I forgot that word. Let's just say beneficial things. Let's just say the places that contains good infrastructure, cơ sở vật chất tốt, good infrastructures.
With good infrastructure and
benefits and benefits, những cái lợi ích.
Benefits for their living.
For their living.
For their living.
Okay, like for example, if you live in like luxurious apartments, you would like that block of apartment to have at least a good gym, maybe a supermarket downstairs, or maybe it should have a swimming pool as well, and maybe a barbecue place, something like that. Alright, so Mr. Trung, please, what's the difference between homes in cities and those in the countryside?
Home in a city, definitely, of course, having more modern technology like smart TV or Wi-Fi, something like that. But in a countryside before, like a few years before, there was very poor.
A few years ago,
yeah,
there used to be
poor. They don't have Wi-Fi, they don't have TV. They just have like normal life. Like they just working all day and just coming home at in the evening and having fun with their family. But Nowadays,
What do you mean having fun? You should say
like,
enjoy time with the
yeah,
family.
enjoy that time with the family. Not spending too much on social media because before
Because
they
there was
didn't.
no social media devices, right? Or device. Yeah.
But in a few years, like last year, I went to my parents, like my parents' village in northern Vietnam,
Yeah.
and I see now in small village, they have like a phone. They like I think they basically like the city, but not as modern as the city. But
Of
they
course,
have,
they are starting to develop slowly. You cannot
yeah,
expect too much from them.
yeah, they started to develop. They have Wi-Fi now. They have even smart TV. They have some modern device, but not as much as in the city.
Of
So I
course,
think they're still developing slowly but surely. Yeah.
of course, điện đã về với bạn. Electricity has arrived to our village, and now it's the light of civilization that will strike into every corner of the village. Ánh sáng văn minh đã về với tất cả mọi ngóc ngách của muôn làng. It was funny, you know. Alright, so let's move on to number 8. Describe an interesting conversation you had with someone. Miêu tả một cuộc đàm thoại thú vị mà bạn đã có với ai đó. You should say who you spoke with, where you were, what the conversation was about, and explain why you think it was interesting. Bạn nói chuyện với ai, bạn đã ở nơi nào, tại sao cuộc đàm thoại về cái gì, và giải thích tại sao bạn nghĩ là cuộc đàm thoại này là thú vị. And you also have part 3 here. What's the most interesting conversation that you have ever had? Cái cuộc đàm thoại mà thú vị nhất mà bạn đã từng có là cuộc đàm thoại gì? In your opinion, what makes another person interesting to talk to? Why? Theo nhận định của riêng bạn, điều gì làm cho một người khác thú vị để mà bạn nói chuyện với người ta? Is it difficult to start a conversation with someone you don't know, and why? Liệu có khó để bắt chuyện với một ai đó mà bạn không biết người đó là ai không? Tại sao? What's that noise? Okay, never mind. You have 2 minutes, okay? 2 minutes to think about it. Start now. Okay, it's time. Let's continue now. Describe an interesting conversation you had with someone. Okay, Mr. Lun, you first again.
Okay.
You can start now.
Okay. Right, my business trip to Da Nang City, I had a very interesting conversation with my boss, who was a successful businessman. Man. We talk about the work life and how to divorce for our work, and the way I got promoted to higher position in
the way I got promoted to a higher position.
To a higher position in our company. I think it's very interesting because
interesting
because he was a wise man, and
man is plural of man, you know.
Why man?
Okay, wise man, a wise
clearly
man.
Thinking.
Okay.
To draw my draw the road for me.
You mean so he basically provide you with a path, right?
Yeah. Provide me a path
Yeah.
To do my job better, and I got the reward.
Okay. Is that all? So why do you think it was an interesting conversation?
I think it's interesting.
Interesting.
Because it's not only our work life. It's about the thinking, the way we think about the life, the world.
About life. Life không có đời nha. Life không hề có đời nha.
The life, the world.
About life.
And how to face the struggle with positive thinking.
With positive thinking, yeah. Okay.
Way.
And that's it, I think. Okay, Mr. Trung, your turn. Describe an interesting conversation you had with someone. Past tense.
Last year I went to a Rubik's Cube competition. And like in there we have a lot of people with the same passion as me. And I spoke with like a kid who is like
a child.
Sorry.
The kid là Việt. The kid là một cái từ mà lóng không nên dùng trong IELTS. Kid is not a good word to use in IELTS because it causes slang. Just use child. A child.
Yeah, a child who is like younger than me. He just started into speed solving the Rubik's cubes, and he asked me for advice, and I'm willing to help because I want to help more people to faster and
to become faster.
Yeah, become faster and building a great community. So like the competition, just the conversation was just about me showing him like a faster way to do this, or like some tip and trick me. And the reason that this is interesting is because I can spare my passion, like my knowledge about speed solving to younger children, to help them more in love, and like they keep practicing to get faster and to build a great community. Yeah,
that's a good answer. I like it.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. I think you may be ready to get a 7 in speaking already, I think. Maybe you already got a 7 in speaking, am I right?
No, my last test I got 6.5.
Maybe just bad luck, maybe.
Yeah, I hope so.
Don't worry. Sooner or later you get better. Okay. Yeah. Miss Shung, please describe an interesting conversation that you had with someone, please.
Yes. Last year, when I had a time to come back my hometown to visit my parents, I am contact with the old friend of mine.
I contact the old friend. Không có giới từ nha. There's no preposition. I just contact the old friend of mine.
Contact the old man of mine, who I don't talk about 7 or 8.
Who I hadn't talked about. Quá khứ hoàn thành. Past perfect. Who I hadn't talked with for many years.
So he also have a time to come back to the hometown the same time with me. So we have a meeting. We have meeting at the coffee
You mean
shop.
The cafe or coffee shop?
Yeah, the coffee shop at the Hue City.
That's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah. We talk a lot about the life, the future life, the work, and how we share the outlook of life first, and the surprise that I and him have the same view.
I and he.
I and he have a same view of life.
You mean
we have
had the same view of life? What do you mean?
Same view.
Had the same views of
Yeah.
life. Have the same
That's
view of life. I see.
and how we want to do in the future. And that's surprise because when we are the same class
we were in the same class,
we were at the same class. In the past, we don't talk too much, and
we did not talk too much.
Yeah, we did not talk too much, and but now when we talk, we have the same idea, same outlook of, and
same
that
viewpoints and perspective,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Viewpoints and perspectives. Yeah.
And now I have just a new friend to share the thing in life. Yeah.
Okay, good. Very good. Now let's go to part 3 now. So Mr. Luan, what is the most interesting conversation that you have ever had? It might look like the part 2. It might look like part 2. But this question asks about the most interesting, not just any interesting conversation, right? But the most interesting.
That was a conversation between my dad and me.
My father and me.
My father and me. That was the first time we talked together in the seriously and
in a serious tone, trong một cái giọng rất là nghiêm túc. In a serious tone.
Serious tone and emotion way. We talk about the relationship between me and other member in our family, and how I deal with the trouble of my personal life.
Okay. So that was the most interesting conversation you have ever had, right?
Yeah.
So, Mr. Luan, in your opinion, what makes another person interesting to talk to? Is there any special qualities or characteristics that makes a person interesting to talk to?
In my opinion, the most important thing to make a person
interesting.
A person become interesting to talk to.
Interesting. To talk to.
To talk to is their character.
Okay.
Yeah, such as their honesty.
Their honesty. Their honesty.
Honesty.
Their honesty.
And transparent.
Transparency, you mean?
Transparency in their thinking and their mind.
Their mind, yeah. Okay, anything else?
Other thing, I think the way they
communicate.
They deliver.
The way they deliver the message.
Deliver the message to opposite.
You mean the way they deliver the message to another person?
Another person. I like to talk to energy
You mean
energy
energetic,
person.
energetic people? Energetic people.
Energetic people, because they make me feel comfortable and have a sense of satisfaction.
It's a sense of satisfaction, right?
Satisfaction.
Cảm giác mãn nguyện, a sense of satisfaction. I see. So, Miss Shương, what do you think? What makes another person interesting to talk to? Besides from like, okay, personality, maybe the way they communicate. What else can you think of it then?
Yes, I think the way they communicate is very important. Because if you want to talk with another people and they feel another person and they feel like a distraction with your story, or they don't want to focus on what you talking about, that make you feel.
You mean if they do not focus on the content? On the content of content that would deliver, không muốn tập trung vào cái thành phần.
Deliver.
To deliver here means like to give out a message.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean like deliver a goods, you know, a piece of goods.
It will make you feel.
Truyền tải.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Please continue. Don't make me stop you.
It will make you feel tired or not want to talk about that anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, and sometimes the way people talking, it also make the listen people it also important because if the tone of you make the listener feel tedious and not
feel tedious and monotonous, right?
Yeah.
Wait, no. They feel bored. They feel bored,
yes.
dissatisfied, or maybe just uninterested.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. So, Mr. Trung, please. Is it difficult to start a conversation with someone you don't know, and why?
I think for me personally, it's difficult. Yeah, to speak to someone that I don't know. If I just speak like hello, how are you? It was very boring, and some people don't like that, and they will like stay away because they think I'm a weird.
Weirdo?
And
don't use that word.
Weird.
You think so they think you are kind of a weird person. Let's just say.
Because we don't know each other, and I just came up and say hi. Instead, like if like we are in what to say, like we are in perfect, like in a situation like when she is having a trouble, and I said
having trouble,
and I came in to help, even though we stranger. We have something to say, like and it depends on the situation for the conversation to start. If we have situation situation, and we can start our conversation. But normal, if I want to talk to someone, normally I want to, if I want to speak some strange, I usually don't, because I will feel very awkward if they look at me and they think
I look at myself and yeah. Okay, good. So, Mr. Luan, what do you think? Is it difficult to start a conversation with someone you don't know anything about? Why?
I think the difficulty to start a conversation depends.
To strike up a conversation. To strike up a conversation.
Conversation depends on two main factors.
Right.
The first one is the contact we
Context. Yeah.
the
Ngữ
contact
cảnh.
we contact with each other.
Yeah.
It's very hard to start conversation with someone in a house situation, but it's more easy in a open and open situation. The second one is it's depend on character of the person who in the conversation,
Who is involved in a conversation with you.
It's very easy to start a conversation with extrovert persons, but it's very difficult with introvert persons.
Oh well, I'm an introvert, true introvert, but I can still start a conversation with someone I don't know. I think it depends. You cannot really generalize. Không thể nào mà giống như vơ đũa cá nắm như vậy được. You cannot really generalize, you know. To generalize vơ đũa cá nắm. Vơ đũa cá nắm khi nói về cái gì đó, yeah. You cannot generalize things like that because I am an introvert. I still start a conversation with someone I don't know. That is how I find students, you know. Well, but of course, I don't like social gatherings and things like that. So, of course, you make a good point that it depends also on the context or the environment that the two persons meet. For example, if you meet in a very formal setting, nếu mà gặp trong một cái tình trạng mà gọi là rất là trinh trọng đi, like a formal setting, for example, in a wedding ceremony, or maybe in the government or in the police station, for example, then it could be very awkward to start a conversation with someone you don't know. Am I right? Like, for example, it's awkward to start a conversation with someone, for example, in the public toilet. That is very awkward. Kỳ cục lắm luôn á. Or maybe, for example, in a swimming pool. You can, of course, swimming pool is a setting that everyone, you know, they don't wear much clothes on, right? And people can feel easy to talk to others under the sun, next to the swimming pool, but not in the public toilet, I think. It would be a very awkward place. Okay, let's move on to number 9. Describe a kind of weather that you like. Số 9. Miêu tả một loại thời tiết mà bạn thích. You should say what kind of weather it is, nó là loại thời tiết gì. When this weather usually occurs. Cái loại thời tiết này nó thường diễn ra lúc nào. What you usually do during this weather. Bạn thường làm cái gì trong cái thời tiết này. And explain why you like this weather. Giải thích tại sao bạn lại thích cái thời tiết như thế. And you have part 3 here. What kinds of clothes do people wear in summer and why? It might look like a part 1 question, right? But you need to explain the reason why they choose that kind of clothes. Con người ta thích mặc cái loại đồ gì trong thời mùa đông, mùa hè, mà các bạn phải khai triển ra tại sao là như thế, và nó có đem lại lợi ích gì cho họ, chẳng hạn về mặt sức khỏe chẳng hạn. You need to expand the ideas like that kind of clothes, does it provide any health benefits? Is it comfortable? Or is there any special reason why they choose that kind of clothes? Next one. What is the least favorite season for you? Cái mùa mà mình ít ưa thích nhất là cái mùa gì? Mình ít ưa thích nhất, tức là mình không ưa cái mùa nào nhất á. What's the least favorite season for you? Ví dụ cái mùa nồm ở bên ngoài Bắc chẳng hạn. Like for example, you can talk about, say, extremely wet season in the north of Vietnam. It's horrible. Or any kind of least favorite season you can think of. Now, what type of weather are suitable for outdoor activities? And why? Cái loại thời tiết gì thì phù hợp với những hoạt động ngoài trời? Tại sao? What's the most typical weather in your country? Cái loại thời tiết mà điển hình nhất ở đất nước bạn là gì? So basically, if your country is long like Vietnam, there should be at least 2 different regions. And every region actually has their own weather, right? Of course, the weather in the north of Vietnam, central of Vietnam, and south of Vietnam is not the same. You need to talk about it. Expand your idea. Try to expand your idea. Okay, you have 2 minutes now to think. Alright, let's do it now. Okay, so describe a kind of weather that you like, please. Miss Sương, you start first this time.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
For me, I really like the summertime, the summer season, because when I'm a child,
When I was a child,
yeah, I have a very memorable about the summer with my friends and my siblings.
my
The weather,
sibling.
yes. In the summer we play. We go to play.
We went to.
Fly a kite.
We used to go to.
We used to go to fly a kite, run around the field and chase each other is very good. The way I feel the wind is in the summer weather is feel very cool, and it express me a lot.
Why do you like this weather?
Because in this summer day, I have a little task to buy some ice cream, and it feel great when I eat cream stream on the summer. It make me remember all the time.
Oh, it makes you remember that moment all the time. I see. That sounds like a lovely memory you have under this weather, under that kind of weather. Very good, very good. Mr. Trung, please describe a kind of weather you like, please. It sounds like the song "Season in the Sun," you know.
Yeah, for me personally, I like winter, but
me too.
In southern Vietnam, we don't have winter seasons, so I'm not gonna say winter, even though I love winter season, because I like cold. If you're cold, you can wear a lot of clothes to prevent. If you are hot, and if you're not wearing any clothes, you still feel hot, and you cannot do anything about that. But because winter season is not very it's never occur in southern Vietnam where I live, so I will choose maybe springs. Springs. Because it's less hot than summer compared to summer. It's still reasonable. It's still reasonable. I can still wear normal clothes and not feel hot. And this season occurs in January to like March, I guess, or April. Yeah. And I usually like in springs in Vietnam we have Tet holiday, so I spend some time with my family playing some games. And beside that, after Tet holiday, come back to school, study, doing exam. And the reason I like this weather is because it is my second favorite season is not hot, not cold, is very comfortable and very relief, very easy. Not easy, very comfortable to live in, and I don't feel stretched or fat living in this season.
Sounds like you painted a good picture. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you mention it and you describe, and in the mind of the listener, they can basically imagine themselves like a picture. That is really good, I think.
Wow. Yes.
It's a
you.
style, basically. It's not boring, and people can imagine a picture in their head. It means that I think it's a really good prerequisite for Band 7, I think.
Yes.
It means that your content is not boring and it has a sense of style,
Yeah.
you know? And if it's
Yeah.
comfortable to listen to, if people like it, that's a very good, how can I say, indication of a Band 7.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
You're welcome. Try harder and you can get better. Don't worry,
Yes.
class, you will eventually get to that level too. Don't worry about it. Mr. Lon, please.
Yes.
Describe a kind of weather that you like.
Yeah.
Please.
In my opinion, I like dry weather with very long sunny days from early to late, and
Say again. From
early morning to the
until
late,
late. I see.
and no rain, of course. The sun often rise at 6 a.m. and I can start the day earlier than other season.
Okay.
This kind of weather often occur in summer.
In the summer.
In the summer.
In the summer.
In the north and southern of Vietnam, and in the autumn in
the autumn.
north.
In the autumn.
In the autumn in the north. When when dry weather happens, I often go out for outdoor activities, such as running, biking. Especially, I go out for family gathering at some place that I love to visit and do some activities together, such as barbecue.
Barbecuing. Or just doing barbecue. Doing barbecue.
Doing barbecue. And swimming.
Swimming. So that's why you like this weather so much, huh?
I like this kind of weather so much because it's very good for my health.
Your health. Very good for your health.
For my health. Because I have allergy with the moist.
Oh my god, that's terrible. You have allergy with the moisture. With the moist. Yeah, with the moisture.
And cold weather.
Oh my god, that's terrible in the north, I know. Absolutely horrible in the north.
And it happens, my nose got very bad.
Yes.
Breath.
Okay, that's good enough. Okay, let's move on to part 3 now. Miss Shun, please. So, what kinds of clothes do people wear in summer? And why?
Summer is the hot weather, so people always like to wearing something is the cool, not thick material.
Of course, if it's like thin materials, it's not thick.
Yeah. And of course, they don't want to wearing.
They don't want to wear.
They don't want to wear long clothes. And maybe they will choose a t-shirt and a short.
Okay. But because these clothes are often appropriate, I mean, it's good for that particular type of weather, isn't it? And generally, it's good for activities in the summer, and it could be healthy. It could be good for their health to wear those kind of clothes.
Yes.
To prevent, like, heat stroke. You know, heat stroke?
Yeah.
Giống như là sốc nhiệt, heat stroke or heat shock or something like that. Heat stroke.
They maybe they should wear. They will wear more glasses and hat when they go out.
Yeah.
Outside.
When I go outside, I say. Okay, so Mr. Lun, please, since you mentioned the moist, I think you should do this next question. What is the least favorite season for you?
I think I don't like the winter and spring season because it's have a rich moisture.
Because there is rich moisture.
Rich moisture in the air, and I can't breathe.
You can't breathe normally. You can't breathe normally.
Normally in that kind of weather.
On top of that, like on top of all that, you would develop an allergy, right?
Okay. On top of that, my allergy gets worse, and I will have some symptoms.
Say again? You will have some what?
I will have some symptoms.
What?
Triệu chứng.
Symptoms.
Symptoms, sorry.
Symptoms.
Some symptoms.
Symptoms. What kind of symptoms? What kind of symptoms?
Symptoms such as
scratchiness, runny nose, scratchiness, ngứa ngáy khó chịu, chảy nước mũi, and coughing too, yeah.
Coughing. And I have to get back to my room and turn on the
air conditioner
filter.
Of course, air filter too. Yeah, true.
That's it.
Okay, very good, Mr. Trung, please. So, what type of weather are suitable for outdoor activities and why?
I think the weather are most suitable for outdoor activity is summer, maybe summer and fall. Yeah, autumn. Yeah, summer and autumn. Because in those seasons.
How about the spring?
Oh yeah, spring also. So I think all the season despite winter, because winter is cold and they may have snow, so not suitable for any outdoor activity.
And there might be snow, which is unsuitable for outdoor activities. There might be.
Yeah, there might be snow. And in all the three season, when the weather is warm, is not cold. It's just like a little bit, but it's still good for outdoor activities. More than that, because in winter they may have some like rainy, snowy, windy.
Yeah, but we can do other sports like skiing, you know.
Yeah, I think in winter we can do some like winter sport like skiing, snowboarding, like that. But in like if you want to play other sport or doing other activity, the spring, autumn, and summer is the most suitable for other activity besides some snowing sport.
All right, good.
Yes.
Okay, Miss Shum, please. What's the most typical weather in your country? There's nothing as a typical weather, right? Like you can say in the south, in the central area, and in the north of Vietnam. What's the difference?
About after 5 years living in the south of Vietnam,
I forgot.
and
I kind of
I
forget everything.
I think the typical weather in our country is hot weather.
Yes.
Yeah. Maybe some kind of pollution make the earth change, so there are not a lot of raining
There might be not a
anymore.
lot of rain anymore, and the weather
Yeah,
become even
the
more
weather
dry,
become
right?
yeah, the weather is more dry and hot. The sunny is
Say again.
the sunny
The
is
sunny.
quite
You mean the
yeah
sun?
the sun nắng. The
Oh,
sun
you mean the
is
sunny? The sun is it really shines bright,
yeah
and the heat it could be unbearable. Không có chịu nổi đâu. The
Oh,
heat
wait,
could
what?
be
the heat is unbearable.
The heat could be unbearable. Không thể chịu nổi. Unbearable. You know, bear to endure. Chịu
Yeah,
đựng. Unbearable. The heat could be unbearable means like you cannot endure it because it's too hot.
yeah.
Yeah.
So when you go out in the afternoon,
In the afternoon.
is kind of tough.
It's kind of tough. Yeah, it's kind of tough.
Yeah, it's really hot with the many noise and
With much
the air.
noise. Much noise.
Yeah, much noise.
With
The
much
air
noise.
with the many cars stuck. Traffic jam.
Traffic
With
jams
the heat.
during rush hours. Yeah. With the
Yeah.
heat. Oh my god. That's hell.
Yeah, it's terrible.
It's absolutely terrible, of course. Okay, I think that's good enough. We have practiced enough for today, I think. So on Tuesday, let's do writing. Okay, we need to finish the writing. Okay. Các bạn coi lại cái phần writing của bản thân thứ 3 học. Okay, cảm ơn các bạn đã theo dõi. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, share this video with your friends. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and press on the bell button next to the subscribe button so you can get notified about my new uploads. You can also follow my Facebook, but don't add me on Facebook as friends, okay? Bye and see you. Bye-bye.